Welcome to the banks of the Red Cedar, East Lansing, home of the Michigan State Spartans, where the fans have been ready for hours in anticipation of this big one we have coming up. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the UCLA Bruins taking on the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Spartans will put total leather and we'll get started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The give to the single back. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Leaves it with the running back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. It's amazing how play by the defensive end of the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Release to the back. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Bruins will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Secures it at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Dropping back, it's Childs. Bringing the heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
The Spartans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the back. Shows him the stiff arm. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down. Physical running style. Maybe the patron saint of that for Michigan State is T.J. Duckett.
Oh, the big fella. And that reminds me of Michigan State football. That's who they are, right? The physicality. They're gonna be blue collar. They're gonna roll up their sleeves, and make no mistake, every game you play against them, if you don't match the physical challenge, you will lose.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Makes the grab, and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams...
Oh, he's got some space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Michigan State. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Working that left side now. At the 35, he's got room. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Keeps it on the draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, the offense was trying to go draw and make it look like pass, but I'll tell you, the linebackers went through. They came down hard, quickly, got into the backfield, and got the tackle for the loss.
Looking to fire. Grabs it in the middle. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
When offenses run these slant routes, it's about putting the ball right on the numbers, and defensively, I got to be able to take those angles right away. See where he's at, break on the football. Poor angles there by the defense. The offense took advantage with some nice yards after the catch.
The inside handoff. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the ground with the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends hanging the decibel meter on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Bruins will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Michigan State.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback running on the draw. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides the back on the option, the give. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
You want to stop the run game, get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you describe with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
The Bruins are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Working the middle, it's complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
A 1st down run in the red zone. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Matthews. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Looking to get it in. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, UCLA. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking for a man. It's Childs. Flips it out to the back. Turning it on! And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the 1st quarter. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Spartans.
Well, the quarterback does a great job with his decision-making. Found the matchup he wanted one-on-one. His tight end's able to stretch the field. He makes the catch, and he does the rest of the work himself, running it into the end zone.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They send the tight end in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And that one's incomplete.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. They get enough rush, and it pays off. A sack at the 20. And the Bruins send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hauls it in and looking upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll start this drive from the 42. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quick completion on the out route. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Out of the gun, they give to the back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop, and you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. At the 20, he's got space. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the Spartans are moving quickly down the field. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Spartans have it with a 1st and goal.
Let's go.
This QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
UCLA,
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Zings it complete to the right. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Second down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
Makes the grab. Brings into the open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He'll toss it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards, maybe. 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Matthews. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. He'll get rid of it. Pulls it in. There he goes. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He lets one fly deep. Snags it. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation that time. Saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted. Took his shot. He is in a groove.
Gets it out quickly. They will score! Touchdown, Michigan State!
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. And the last play, they got the explosive to get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Got his man in the middle. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Quickly to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Bruins can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Shoots it to the left. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Dropping back, it's Childs. Finds the tight end. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Michigan State.
Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. And the Bruins will kick it away to crank up the second half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. Return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll start this third quarter with a run. Oh, he's got some space. He smashes his way through again. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. The give is to Williams. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Back to throw, it's Childs. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
It's incomplete. It's now 3rd down.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 20. And what a play and what a return as he takes it all the way back inside the 10.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find better field position to start a drive. 1st and goal from the 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. On the move. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, the defense did their job. They were able to get the interception, give the offense the ball back. Now you're set up after that run play on 3rd down. There's a lot of pressure on you here. You've got to find a way to stay on the field. You've got to find a way to score points after getting that takeaway.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Touchdown, Bruins! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Number 81.
And I love finding the big fella down in the red zone, 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. From the gun, he'll try to throw. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
UCLA 13.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Turning it on! They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Dumps it off in the flats. Nice move to keep running. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Using his feet. Can't get him to the ground. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Looking to the big tight end. He makes a catch. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Spartans. And the pummeling has started.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
13.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Iamaleava. Dumps it to the back. That's caught. It's Woods. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Quick release by the QB. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for room. It's Woods. He has the first and still on his feet. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The Bruins will have it 1st and 10.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
And the Bruins have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Seen in this game, the ball's just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
There's the thing. Not a great run. But the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw, it's Childs. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's loose down the middle. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sparty.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
UCLA 13.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He leaves it with his back. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Michigan State 35, UCLA 13.
It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
Tackle is made at the 37. First down for the offense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly out to the tight end.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The Bruins come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Looking to throw for it. Makes the catch. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
And the Bruins look to keep this drive humming. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw again. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Got his man. Gets away from one, finds room. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
The Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Off the RPO, complete. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They go to the ground. There he goes. Got the first down and still on his feet. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Childs. They go to the wide receiver screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll send the back in motion. Quick catch on 3rd down. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. but a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Runs through a tackle. And to use that big, powerful, stiff arm to extend the play and pick up a few extra yards.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
The Spartans back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The give to the tailback. And the Spartans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll leave it with him. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
This one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.